Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back with another video. This time it's going to be for the build for Ivara Prime. So Ivara Prime is a really fun warframe, and honestly, a lot of people tend to think she's just going to be for spy missions because of her stealth. She can walk around in stealth, has no problem with it. She gets to, she has a mod, I believe, that will actually make it so she can walk through lasers. So she's good for spy missions. There's no denying that. But she has another use, and that is actually for damage. The problem with it is it's not waves of damage, it's to one target. Yes, I shoot a bunch of arrows, sure, but it's really not in a huge area. So it's really a lot of single target damage, which is odd in Warframe. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over the build. So first, the abilities. Quiver. This is a very important thing. We actually use a mod that enhances this. So you cycle through and shoot one of 4 tactical arrows. Cloak creates a stationary bubble that cloaks Ivara and allies. Dashwire creates a traversable zip line. Noise emits a high-pitched sound that attracts enemies to it. Sleep temporarily puts nearby enemies into a deep slumber. With empowered quiver, the zip line, the dashwire arrow, makes our crit damage go up by 255%. That also includes allies. So it's an insane amount of damage. Definitely something you want. Empowered quiver also with the cloak arrow. I forgot what it was called. I think it actually is called cloak arrow. So cloak arrow. The chance to resist is 255%. Also insane. So basically with the empowered quiver, your main thing is to use dash wire and cloak. You want the dash wire up at all times, and you want to be cloaking if you're able to stay in a spot. Now the cloak will not last a huge amount of time. So that's why we go ahead and go a little bit into efficiency so that every time we cast, we're not just destroying our energy. So cloak arrow, dash wire arrow, super important. Make sure you're always using those, keeping those up. Her passive, not a huge deal. Senses nearby enemies within 20 meters. That's cool, I guess, but nothing big. Next is navigator. You assume control of any projectile launched by Ivara and guide it to the target. This is a super fun ability. However, it's not amazing. It's really cool, really fun, but you're not going to use it that much. You're going to use it just kind of have some fun. If you're using for like, how efficient it is or whatever, then you could use something else. It's fun. It's not great. If you're going to do like a helmet thing, you could change this ability probably. I don't know what to, of course, but this is the ability you could change. Next is Prowl. Become invisible and steal loot from unsuspecting enemies or take out prey with deadly headshots. You become stealth. And your headshot damage is increased by 2.02 times. That's, of course, with this build. Steal time is 1.56 seconds. Extra loot is 100%. We don't super care about range because we're not really doing this for the loot. So you could change the build around to focus on getting loot with her and have a whole different thing, and it could actually be pretty cool. I might work on a build for that just for shits and giggles. So we'll see in the future, but right now Prowl is just there to be stealth for the headshot damage. That's your main reason for it. Next is Artemis Bow. This is your ability that should be on at all times. Summon a mighty bow and unleash a volley of devastating arrows. So when you use it, it uses 30 energy with this build. The damage is 612. That is not completely correct. The damage is a lot more. and I'll show you at the end of the video. It does a lot of damage, especially if we're on the dash wire or have the dash wire out at least. And then it also has a multi-shot of 7. Artemis Bow is your most important ability, and then Quiver as well. Quiver is support for you and your allies. Artemis Bow is your main damage. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get into the build. So I use Corrosive Projection. It's minus 18% armor. Can't go wrong there. More damage. So, Power Drift, plus 15% ability strength, plus 30% chance to resist knockdown. We're using this mostly for the ability strength. The knockdown is just a bonus. And then Fleeting Expertise, plus 60% ability efficiency, minus 60% ability duration. Now, we don't usually want to nuke our duration that much because we want to be able to be in Prowl for a long time. But as you saw, and as I'll show you here, our drain to second with our duration the way it is at 160% is 0.37. So we can pretty much always stay in Prowl. So there's no reason to really worry about nuking your duration a little bit. You know, minus 60% is kind of a lot, especially if it's giving us 60% efficiency. The efficiency we want to have Artemis Bow. We can cast it pretty easily if we need to. Prowl, it only costs 15 instead of, I'm going to guess, like the, I don't know, like 30 that it would cost. Yeah, so 30. Without that, Artemis Bow would also cost 60. Navigator would be 30, and each time you cast an arrow, it's 30. So it's just not worth nuking your efficiency. You really want your drain to be less. So next is Transient Fortitude, plus 50% ability strength, minus 25% ability duration. Again, we're losing duration, but we're gaining strength. We want the strength. Strength is what is making our abilities do so much. If we take away the strength, we lose crit damage and chance to resist on Empowered Quiver. We lose damage on the Artemis Bow, and we lose multiplier growth, I believe, on the Navigator. Yes, as well as it looks like. Jeez, yeah, it looks like even the damage multiplier. So strength is our main ability. It affects everything. It's actually, I think it even affects headshot damage. It does. It affects headshot damage as well. So it affects all of our abilities quite a bit. We need all of our abilities, other than maybe Navigator, to really be as optimal as possible. So we need strength. So nuking well, we're not even nuking it. Lowering our duration a little bit is okay. I don't even have this maxes at rank 9. I would suggest getting it to rank 10 when you can. Next is Prime Continuity, plus 55% ability duration. You want to have your duration past 100%. You know, the less duration you have, the more drain a second you'll have on Prowl. You want some duration. It's not it's not a huge thing, but like it affects your cloak arrows bubble. It affects your Prowl. I think it even affects your Navigator if you do decide to use that. So you need the duration. Next is Flow. If you have Prime Flow and you can fit it, go for it. You might need one more Forma if you do that. But Flow plus 150% energy max. It's solid. I mean, we need energy, and we have 600 with this build. So can't go wrong with that. Next is Blind Rage, plus 90% ability strength, minus 50% ability efficiency. Yes, we are nuking our efficiency a little, but we have plus 90% ability strength. Like I said, that's our main focus, is the strength. So Blind Rage, I'm going to say, is a necessity because that's a lot of strength. Next is Narrow Minded, plus 90% ability duration, minus 60% ability range. We're okay losing range. We do not care about range. Like, it's cool. It is, and it's helpful, but it's not a big enough deal for us to, well, not nuke it. And then next is Empowered Quiver. This is your most important mod for this. because this is kind of makes you a support as well as buffing your damage. So it's a quiver augment. Dash Wire grants allies 100% critical damage, in our case 255%. Cloak Arrow has a 100% chance to prevent status effects, in our case 255% chance to resist, which is probably overkill. That sounds a little overkill. But we really want the critical damage. That's the main reason for this. So this is extremely important. Get this mod if you're going to use Ivara for damage. Definitely get this mod. I think you get it from your reputation. Like, I think they're like the red steel, like Steel Meridian. I couldn't remember what the red one is. Yes, things like Steel Meridian and stuff like that. I don't remember exactly which one it is, but it's one of them. You'll have to look into it and find out which one it is. It is absolutely worth getting. If you have to buy it for some plat, do that. If you're going to use Ivara, get this. Next is Streamline, plus 30% ability efficiency. This brings us to 140%, making our drain less, which, like I said, pretty important. Not as important as you being able to stay in Prowl or in your bubble, but still important. Next is the Arcanes. So right now I'm using Arcane Guardian. Literally this is just for survival. I don't have a good one for Ivara yet. I don't really have that many Arcanes at all, but that doesn't mean much. You could maybe use Arcane Avenger, but you're gonna have to be damaged for that, so it's really not worth it. She doesn't use, well, no, bows don't count as snipers. Yeah, I don't have anything good for it. So for right now, I use Arcane Guardian for survival. At rank 5, it's 15% chance for 900 armor for 20 seconds. Super good. Next is Arcane Grace, again for survival. 9% chance for plus 6% health regen a second for 9 seconds. Really good. And it's just, that's pretty much our only survival, actually. We don't have much health. We don't have much armor. We don't have much shields. We're literally just staying in stealth, sniping with a bow. So we have a little bit of survival with arcanes. Other than that, we don't have any. Next will be the bow. This is extremely important. Artemis bow takes 3 forms as well. And you want to have this doing a lot. So first is Serration, 150% damage. Can't go wrong. I don't even have it max, so it actually goes higher. Get it to rank 10 if you can. You'll actually, you're going to end up needing another Forma if you want to get Heavy Caliber and Serration to max. Now, Heavy Caliber at 9 is 150% damage, minus 50% accuracy. Don't super care about accuracy because we shoot 7 arrows at once. So, not a big deal. Just get the damage. Next is Split Chamber, plus 90% multi-shot. That gives you more arrows to shoot. Vigilante Armaments, plus 60% multi-shot, more arrows to shoot. Also, 5% chance to enhance critical hits from primary weapons. That doesn't hurt either. Point Strike, 150% crit chance. Our crit chance right now is 62.5%. So we're almost always critting, which is fantastic. Next is Vital Sense, plus 120% critical damage. So our crit multiplier right now without the dash wire is 4.4 times. I'll also show you what it is with the dash wire in a moment. Hellfire, plus 90% heat. And then Stormrigger, plus 90% electricity. This creates radiation. Now, of course, you can change these out to be a different status effect if you wanted, but that's up to you. So let me see if I can show what it'll be like with the dash wire. And then let's go here maybe. No. So let's go here. No. Well, I was hoping I was going to be able to show it. Doesn't Doesn't really look like it's going to let me show it. Well, that's kind of sad. I was really hoping. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go here maybe. We're fine like this. Okay, let's try that. So it might show. Let's hope it does. No, it won't show with it. But either way, our crit damage multiplier is going to go up quite a bit with the dash wire out. So sadly, I can't show you the exact amount, but it will go up with that. So once again, this is the Artemis bow. There's the build there. Again, you might need one more forma to fit everything. This is the Ivara Prime build. Might need one more forma if you use Prime Flow. So now I'm going to go ahead and show off the build a little bit. Okay, so first off, get our dash wire out. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our Artemis bow out. Get into stealth. Aim at the head. Boom. These are level 130 corrupted heavy gunners, and they die in one hit. So the damage is insane. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you did like this video, leave me a comment in the comment section just saying so. If you have something that you would change, let me know. I'm always willing to try something new. So if you have a build you want me to try out or a frame you want me to do a build on, if you're looking for maybe a fashion frame thing, I have started a series on that. I did one last week. Check it out. It's a Ivara fashion frame. So with that being said though, guys, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button. And as always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.